Clinical researchers, what is up? I am just getting here to one of the sites. Yesterday I met with a PI. I promised I would do a video, and it wasn't an appropriate time to do a video with this PI, but I'll interview them at a future point. But it got me thinking, you know, we have this debate in the industry of what's better, having one big clinic, having a bunch of small to medium-sized clinics. The answer is it all depends on you, the site owner. But at the end of the day, what I'm starting to realize is the more options you can give to your PIs and your staff, the better it will be for your business at the end of the day. So let me give you an example. Sometimes PIs move, okay, and then now it becomes inconvenient for them to come to your clinic. Sometimes patients move, sometimes study coordinators move. So there could be some options if you have multiple clinics. Same thing with sponsors. Sometimes sponsors don't want a clinic in one particular part of the city because maybe there's another site there that's specializing in that particular study that you otherwise don't normally compete with. Sometimes sponsors want a site across the city or in a different city if you're in a big place like Southern California. So these kind of things matter. The more options you're able to give your staff, your PIs, your patients, your sponsors, basically your stakeholders. You have three stakeholders in clinical research if you're a site owner. You have the patients, you have the physicians, you have the sponsors, and there's even a fourth one, you have your staff. So the more options you can give, the better off you will be. If you have one big site, the only options you can give is to keep diversifying into different therapeutic indications, which, by the way, you can do with a bunch of smaller sites also. I just think the geographic actual location and reducing the windshield time for your PIs specifically is oftentimes sometimes a deal breaker for the PIs, whether they stay with you or whether they want to go off and not do research anymore. So basically, options, you want to give options to your staff, you want to give options to your patients, of course you want to give options to the sponsors, and at the end of the day what you're doing is diversifying. So thought that was interesting. Always look for ways to offer more options. And we haven't even gotten into, maybe I'll do a podcast on this, we haven't even gotten into the synergies that can exist between your multiple sites and how they help each other and how you can share resources, and how if you're gonna compete, you might as well compete with yourself and not with somebody else. So just some things to think about. Always look for ways to give options to your staff. Take care.